Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Danielle Kane. A new organization partnered with Greek Life to put their crafting skills to work. With one project at a time, the Falcon Optimist Club plans to help make a difference in the lives of others. Reporter Kalia Ivory has more.
The Falcon Optimist Club hosted a blanket tying event with the Kappa Delta sorority and the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity this past Thursday in the Education Building. Blankets will be donated to the NICU of ProMedica Toledo Children's Hospital. The Falcon Optimist Club hosts events like making blankets like these for premature babies and others to help the community. Falcon Optimist Club member Zoe developed this project due to her personal experience.
I was very attached to it because my nephew was a premature baby, and I thought this would be a great way to give back to a hospital.
The Falcon Optimist Club is new to campus, but plans to continue to grow in the future. Falcon Optimist Club President Jenna Mamula shared some of the other events the club has conducted throughout the year.
So we've done a food drive, we've made cards for the nursing home in Bowling Green. It's been such an amazing time, and since we did just charter last semester, we haven't been able to do too many service projects yet, but we're hoping to do more next semester.
Reporting from BG24 News, I'm Kalia Ivory.
Wood County Hospital is offering a new drug treatment program. The program, called New Vision, provides adults with a medically supervised hospital stay before they undergo substance abuse training. The program is offered in various hospitals through the United States. The best-selling author, Gordon Corman, visits Bowling Green to talk to youth. Reporter Vivica Grayson has the story.
Swindled, Schooled, Ungifted, and Masterminds are a few books written by the best-selling author Gordon Corman. Born in Montreal, Canada, Corman has sold over 28 million copies worldwide. Visiting the Wood County Library, Gordon Corman talked to youth about how his writing career began and spoke of how they too can begin writing their own stories. Youth Services Director Maria Simone said having authors visit the library is positive for community engagement.
Having authors visit the library is really significant. It brings the stories to life. The children and young adults get to meet somebody who's a writer, somebody who's currently writing, somebody who they may aspire to be when they grow up, a writer, and also just they're all readers. So it's really wonderful to meet somebody who's in the profession, who's currently working and writing and having a really successful career.
Having written over 90 books, Gordon Corman credits his success to a time in 7th grade.
What inspired you to start writing?
So I actually kind of fell into it. I had been writing for 3/4 of my life. My first book was, believe it or not, my 7th grade English project. And I just mailed it off to the address on Scholastic book orders. So I've been writing for more than 3/4 of my life.
Children amongst the audience had the opportunity to ask him questions. Gordon Corman continues to inspire youth to write, and to appreciate reading. He visited BG schools while in town, and some kids came to the library to hear him speak once again. His newest novel, called What's His Face, comes out May 8th, 2018. For BG24, I'm Vivica Grayson.
And now we go over to Courtney Storey for the weather. Courtney?
Heading into the weekend and weekly forecast, unfortunately you will see some rain on Saturday with a high of 55. However, your Easter Sunday is going to be turning out just fine because it's going to be 40 degrees, sunny with partly cloudy outside. Heading into the week, it's going to be in the mid-40s with a peak into the 50s on Tuesday, which is good. However, the spring weather we are hoping for is on its way. Back to you, Danielle.
The city of Bowling Green will have its first Habitat for Humanity home soon. The architecture plans were created by the BGSU Architecture Program through Habitat for Humanity Partnership. The plans will be unveiled next Saturday. Now we go over to Leo Goldman for sports. Leo?
Thanks, Danielle. The Falcons took on the Ohio University Bobcats at Stellar Field this weekend. Danny Schmitz comes into the weekend standing at 698 wins and looking to become just the second coach to win 700 MAC games. Bottom of the first with Jeff Scott on second. Randy Ryder doubles to left field and drives in Scott. That's RBI number 11 for Randy this year, good enough for second on the team. A few batters later, Cam Doherty with a base hit up the middle, driving in Ryder and giving BG a 3-0 lead. But the Bobcats wouldn't waste any time getting back at the Falcons. Top of the second with a runner on, Tanner Picnic sends a Zach Carey pitch into the trees behind the left field fence for a 2-run home run, his 3rd on the year. The Bobcats would tie it up in the 4th with a Tony Giannini sacrifice fly that would score Rudy Rote, and it would even up the score at 3 apiece. Head to the bottom of the 6th, Jeff Scott getting involved again. He comes up to bat with 2 runners in scoring position, and he would deliver a 2 RBI base hit, scoring Jake Wilson and Cam Doherty. RBIs number 15 and 16 for Scott on the year. BG would add on an insurance run in the 6th on a pass ball by Ohio's Nick Bredesen. Ohio would get another run in the 9th, but Cody Brown would shut the door on the Bobcats with a 6-out save. I spoke with Zach Carey after his impressive performance. Joined now by Zach Carey. Zach, 7 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, and only 5 hits. Zach, what went so right for you today?
So just from the beginning, we tried a new warm-up routine with some weighted balls and some bands just to get me a little bit more warmer in this cold day.
Who are you talking to?
Just getting warm today, and then it had a good bullpen, and then I had good stuff, and I knew I just had to attack and let my defense work. That's the key every game, just come out and attack, throw a lot of strikes. The biggest thing is just let my defense work, and I know they'll have my back.
7 days ago, you had a start against Michigan. It wasn't one of your better ones, giving up 4 earned runs. What went so differently for you today, and what have you been working on since then?
The biggest thing is just forgetting that. So today we started a new series in the MAC. So today was just about getting the first win in the MAC, and this is all that matters. So we just need to do well in this MAC play, and then obviously get us to the tournament. And anything can happen. So the biggest thing for me was just forgetting last weekend, and then just starting on Monday, just getting prepared for today and doing everything I could this week to make sure I was ready to go.
You touched on it earlier, opening weekend for you guys for the MAC. How important is it to get off to a hot start like you guys did today?
Oh, it's everything. So it's awesome that the first 2 weekends we have home versus Ohio and Eastern. So it's a great opportunity to come out and win the series, is get some good wins in the MAC, and then when we start our road games later on in the year, we'll be set. So I think these first 6-9 games will be huge, just to get a lot of those wins, and then we got some tough games like at Ball State, Central. So being able to play the first 2 weekends and MAC play is awesome. So we had our home opener on Wednesday, and then we had a great crowd come out today. It was just awesome to feed off their energy and give them a win.
Zach, congrats on the win, and go get them the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Falcons would look to clinch a series win on Saturday, but unfortunately they would run into trouble early. We pick up the highlights in the bottom of the 1st, with Randy Ryder at the plate and Joe McGinnis on first. Ryder pounds the ball to left center field for an RBI double, his 12th on the season. But yet again, just like on Friday, the Bobcats would strike back quickly. Rudy Rote steps up to the dish and promptly singles up the middle off of Brad Croy, scoring Aaron Levy and Devin Garcia. RBIs number 19 and 20 for Rote on the season. Bobcats got another run on what was scored as a double steal. Tanner Picnic breaks for second, and on the throw down to Neil Lambert, Rudy Rote breaks for the plate, and he would score safely. Skip ahead to the top of the 4th inning. Aaron Levy with a sacrifice fly to center field, earning him RBI number 7 of 2018 and scoring Ryan Sargent, making it a 4-1 ball game. The Bobcats wouldn't stop there, as next up was Rote again, who would pick up his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the day, scoring Devin Garcia and Dan McCauley on a 2 RBI double that would push it to a 6-2 score. Bobcats weren't done in the 4th. They would tack on one more run on a Tanner Picnic single, bringing Rote home and pushing their lead to 6. A Jake Wilson RBI single would actually bring the Falcons to within 5. Ohio was relentless, though, as they would pick up another run in the top of the 6th. Rote picks up his 5th RBI of the day, and in the top of the 9th, Ohio would make it 11-2, with the Falcons coming up to bat in the bottom of the 9th. The Orange and Brown were able to mount a mini rally, though. Evan Brown singles up the middle to score Riley Minoric, Brown's 2nd RBI of the campaign. But the rally would fall short and end with the next batter as Anthony Smith grounded into a double play to end the game. Here's Coach Schmitz after the loss.
Here with head coach Danny Schmitz. Coach, obviously not the result you wanted today. What went wrong in the middle innings for you guys?
Well, we preached about the 3 phases yesterday, and we were so good excelling at all 3 phases yesterday, and today we came out with none of them. Our best inning was probably our first inning, and, a good 2-out rally there, but that was it. I mean, the OU was definitely the better team today, and I tip my hat off to them, but disappointed in our effort today.
David Stopp unable to get through the third inning again, just like last week at Michigan. Is there anything that you guys are going to do to try and increase his longevity?
Well, David is supposed to be a reliever for us, okay, and with the injuries that we've had, we know if we can get 3 innings out of him, that's a good thing. Then we hand the ball over to Brad Croy. Brad didn't have his good stuff today, and that happens. But like I said, it wasn't a good job by any of the 3 phases. The pitching, the defense, the hitting. We made 5 errors. We scored 4 runs or something like that. So we didn't have any of the phases going today, but we do have a chance to come back tomorrow to win the series, and that's what we need to do. That's what we need to focus on, and be ready to go tomorrow.
Coach, you're a pretty positive guy. One main positive aspect to take out of this game: Damon Egnor, your lowest ERA pitcher on the year so far, 2 1/3 scoreless. What have you been noticing about his performance that has been getting him so right this year?
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Blank does a great job with our pitchers. Damon kind of struggled out of the gate this year, but he got with Damon. We got him a little bit more aggressive, working a little bit quicker, pounding the zone. He's getting command of his pitchers, so doing a great job with us, and a great competitor, as you can see out on the mound out there. And he's done a nice job. That was a bright star there, for today. The other positive thing, we did get everybody in position player-wise today, so with the exception of Justin Mott, but anyways, we got to come back with our A game tomorrow. Today definitely was not the A game day.
As always, thanks, Coach, and good luck tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Leo. Appreciate it.
The Falcons would head into Sunday's rubber match trying to take the game and the series from the defending MAC champions, and things would look good for the Falcons early on. We started off in the bottom of the first with Randy Ryder up at the plate. His singles to left and an error by left fielder Evan Bourne would bring in Jeff Scott and Neil Lambert. Those are RBIs 13 and 14 for Randy on the year. No action until the 5th, when Brad Croy would shoot one into right field, scoring Justin Mott and giving Croy 9 RBIs in 2018. OU would get on the board in the 6th, Ryan Sargent with a base hit scoring Rudy Rote, Sargent's 15th RBI of the year. That would be all the scoring for this game. Cody Brown would earn the classic 10-out saves, giving the Falcons a 3-1 lead, and head coach Danny Schmitz gets that 700th win.
Joined by head coach Danny Schmitz. Coach, 700 wins. Got to ask, how do you feel?
Well, I'm real excited because we won the series. To be perfectly honest with you, that means the Falcons had a great weekend, and to take 2 out of 3 from Ohio U, which is an outstanding ball club. Another great college ball game today. Very proud of the effort of the team. The pitching of Tyler Anderson and Cody Brown were phenomenal. Big base hit by Randy Ryder in the first inning, and we scored a second run on an error, and then Brad Croy comes up with a big base hit to give us his 3rd run. But a great college ball game, and that was the most important thing, is winning the series.
So important to get off to a tough start, or to get off to a good start in MAC play rather, and you got the series win. How much momentum does this give you guys heading into next week against Kent State and Eastern Michigan?
Well, next week with Kent State, that's just going to be a non-conference game, okay? So a little different schedule this year, but we will play them later on the year. But we got Eastern coming back at home, and like I said, we have 4 home series conference-wise and 5 on the road, so it's very important we take care of business when we're at home.
Got to ask you one more question about 700 wins. Where does this rank amongst your baseball memories? Because I know you got a lot of them.
Well, I am not big into the wins. The wins go to the players and to the assistant coaches. So I just kind of hide out in the dugout over there and just kind of let them do their thing. So very proud of the guys, but it just means that I've been very blessed with a lot of great players and a lot of great coaches.
Coach, thanks again. Congratulations.
Thanks, Leo. Appreciate it.
For more on sports, check out the Falcon Sports Report every Monday and Friday. Back to you, Danielle.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you next week.